Mike and I are at Pesche's Garden Center looking and exploring through the hydrangeas, and both of us always get asked questions, why don't our hydrangeas flower?
And the answer to that question is another question, which is, what hydrangea do you have? And the answer to that is usually,
we don't know.
I don't know.
And that's really important because there are several varieties. So we're here to clear the mystery about hydrangeas. The first one is that everyone knows is the Annabelle. And this is a cultivar of the Annabelle called Incredible. It has great big flowers, but this is what's confused everyone because most frequently this flowers on new wood or the new growth. And so it can be cut back so that you generate new growth every year. But that's what confuses everyone. They think they have to cut all their hydrangeas back, and that's not the case.
No, because you have the macrophyllus, like this beautiful one right here, and that is a plant that blooms on wood, last year's wood. The buds are formed in the summer, and then you have to overwinter it, and then in the spring it blooms. Now, if those buds die for any reason over the winter, you're going to have lots of leaves, but you're not going to have any blooms.
There are newer cultivars that have come out, and the most famous one that changed everyone's mind about flowering hydrangeas was the Endless Summer, and that's these gorgeous blue ones here in front of us. And they were selected because they flower on new wood and old wood all summer long. That's unless we have a winter with no snow cover.
And then there's the paniculatas here, like this one, and they bloom later. That's why this one's not in bloom right now.
So they're the stars of the summer gardens. People absolutely love them.
All right,
and then the fall color's great too.
Well, speaking of color, that's the other question people want to know. Why is this one blue and why is this one pink?
It's based on the pH of the soil or the acidity of the soil. Our soils around here mostly are very alkaline, so we have to do something to make it more acidic. And that's adding an acidic fertilizer, like this one right here.
Yes.
Or adding sulfur, just pure garden sulfur. And you add a half a cup around the base of each plant every spring, April, and every fall, and it slowly acidifies, and it'll keep the flowers blue.
Or you can add, and this is heavy, a planting mix that's got some acid in it.
Exactly, and cottonseed meal, which tends to acidify our soils.
So the bottom line is, if you want to know how your hydrangea blooms, know what kind of hydrangea you have. Now, that takes care of hydrangeas. What about diseases? I understand that you're going to be looking at some through a microscope.
I am so excited. Our next stop is going to be at my favorite place at Chalet. It's at the microscope where I have a camera and a monitor, and I get to show how to diagnose diseases and insects on the microscope at Chalet.